Hey everybody, this is Scott from the Audubon Society of Western Pennsylvania, and I'm standing next to a magnolia tree here that has some very curious lines of holes in it. Let's talk about what those might be. This is an early flowering magnolia that happens to be in my yard, but in the trunk there are rows and rows of these little holes that go all the way along the trunk, just all the way up. This particular tree really has them. I've seen these holes lots of other places too, lots of other trees. I've seen them in cherry trees, I've even seen them in maple trees, even in spruce trees. And this tree, the holes are not very fresh. I've got a picture here of another tree that I saw that has a little more happening, and you can get a better idea of what's really going on with these holes. I was out this spring getting ready for maple sugaring, putting out some taps, and I noticed one of my maple trees leaking. And I took a closer look and discovered these two small holes drilled in the bark of the tree, and the maple tree leaking sap from those holes. You can't quite see it in the photograph, but there were even some ants going up to the edge of the sap well. So what we had here was a visit from a yellow-bellied sapsucker. A lot of people hear that name and think it's just a made-up bird from the movies, but it's real, yellow-bellied sapsucker. It is a type of woodpecker, but it is one we don't notice very often around here. We only see it during migration. And what he likes to do is go up to trees that have a good sap production, drill a small hole, a series of small holes in the side of the tree, and then he will drink some of the sap, but he'll also come back a little bit later on to see if any insects have been attracted to the sugar in the sap, and then he'll eat the insects too. Yellow-bellied sapsuckers may not be as familiar to you here because we only see them in migration. They nest to our north, they overwinter to our south, and we only see them when they fly over in the spring and the fall. These two sap wells that I showed you were put on the tree around March 1st, so a pretty early migration. This particular tree that I've been showing you has a lot of these holes in it, but it doesn't seem to have slowed it down. It's been growing here for a very long time. Although a lot of sapsucker holes can lead to long-term damage to the tree and reduce its lifespan. Thanks for joining me. This is Scott with the Audubon Society of Western Pennsylvania. Be sure to check out our website, aswp.org, for more cool stuff.